following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Welcome back to episode 141 of Top Row. This is part 3. Let's talk about that as we talk about the greatest, the GOAT, and the Tag Team Edition. The GOAT. The GOAT. Who are the GOATs?
Who are the GOATs?
We've got 13 GOATs right now, but who is the greatest GOAT?
Who are the donkeys, I'll tell you. But yeah, so we have 13 left.
Yes, we have the Road Warriors, Edge and Christian, who surely got canceled, the Midnight Express, Hardy Boys, the British Bulldogs, the Brainbusters, Young Bucks, Demolition, Steiner Brothers, Dudley Boys, the world's greatest tag team, the New Day, and the Fabulous Freebirds.
Absolutely. And in the eliminations, Mike got rid of the Hart Foundation. I got rid of Dr. Death and Terry Gordy. I got rid of the Revival. Mike got rid of the Outsiders, the Nasty Boys. I got rid of Brian Kendrick and Paul London and America's Most Wanted. Mike got rid of Rock and Roll Express and New Age Outlaws. I got rid of APA and the Ring of Honor Briscoe Brothers. Mike got rid of Harlem Heat.
And we are down to the next two, not the final two, the next two. And I am going to eliminate...
Who's it gonna be?
Steiner Line, the Steiner Brothers are out.
Wow, they did last for a little while there.
Now, the ball is in your court, sir.
The ball is in my court. We're going to play a little basketball now. Yes, we are. And I have got a big decision to make here.
You do have a big decision.
Because we're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Yes.
There's not very many here left, and we are getting down to the best of the GOATs.
Yes. Now, out of these 12 now left,
Yes.
who are you going to get rid of?
Who will I get rid of, ladies and gentlemen? It will be, formerly known as Team Angle, the world's greatest
Oh,
tag
I
team.
cannot believe I thought you liked that. I thought they stayed a bit longer with you.
I'm so sorry.
They are.
I do like Shelton Benjamin, but you know what? Jason Jordan is here now. We don't need the world's greatest tag team.
Well, we may get Shelton Benjamin back.
We might. Hey, we'll get a new world's greatest tag. He'll go to Raw over there with because
Yes.
Raw gets everybody.
But now the world's greatest tag team are O-U-T out of here.
You know, because that'll be a new thing for us to talk about with our new tag teams, with the new world's greatest tag team, with Shelton Benjamin and Jason Jordan.
They put Jason. I expect
Take him out of a tag team to put him into a tag team.
I know. I expect Chad Gable to be stuck in a tag team, and so
I hope they figure something out with Chad Gable. I don't want him to be pushed to the wayside.
No, because him and AJ Styles had a great match, so he's got the talent.
And to me, if you noticed in NXT, he was really the guy that made the tag team. He was the Ready, Willing, and Gable, and they totally got rid of that.
Yeah, well, they'll go back with it now.
While he's by himself, he's like, I may be alone, but I'm Ready, Willing, and Gable.
They should.
They should.
Well, let's go over now 16 more names that will be in our Top Rope Reality Cruiserweight tournament.
225 live.
225 live.
That'll be the name of the tournament right there.
And
you'll be going over
these 16 here. We got Christopher Daniels, Sami Zayn, Nick Jackson, Marty Scrolls, Kazarian, Cedric Alexander, your boy ACH, Seth Rollins, Grand Metalik, AJ Styles, Aleister Black, Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, another one of your favorites.
Yes.
Another one of your favorites, Ty Dillinger, Chris Sabin, and Jeff Hardy.
Not Harvey.
Not Jeff Hardy, no. And that's a good list there too. We
good
have
list.
32 right now, and any of those 32 could be the winner.
Absolutely.
And we still got 32 more to go here.
32 more. So it's a who's who so far of the 225 live division.
So let's go over the
Battleground.
pay-per-views. The pay-per-views, the ones that just passed, the ones coming up, Battleground and SummerSlam. the biggest party of the summer, you know.
Absolutely.
But we have on Battleground Results, in the pre-show, we had Aiden English pick up a huge win over your boy Ty Dillinger. I mean...
He got the 3 on the perfect 10.
He did. And I was very shocked by that because I didn't expect Aiden English to get any wins.
But, you know, if you look at it, it's 50-50 booking because the last time I think they were on the pre-show, Ty Dillinger won.
But this match lasted 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So
quite a bit of time.
That's a good time for a pre-show match, yeah.
You started out with the New Day Kofi Xavier Woods with Big E. It's weird that Xavier Woods wasn't at ringside this time. He was actually in the match.
Yeah.
Defeated the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships in 13 minutes, 50 seconds. A good amount of time to start out your pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, and people loved it. A lot of people were complaining that after this match, the pay-per-view went downhill, but I enjoyed it.
They said the tag team match was the match of the night, and yes, there was a lot. I didn't get to watch it live, but I did watch it. It took me about 3-4 days. I watched like 2 matches at a time.
Right.
And then went to sleep. But a lot of people were saying that this was just like watching a SmackDown Live taping, and that it just wasn't anything special, and it just didn't come off as a good pay-per-view. A lot of people were totally against this pay-per-view.
It's the 2 weeks.
Exactly. And a lot of people are saying the crowd wasn't into the main event because you couldn't see what was happening inside the Punjabi prison.
Well, look at the screen, because I know they...
Exactly, they have a screen.
Yeah, so we're up next. The next match was Shinsuke Nakamura defeating Baron Corbin by disqualification in 12:25. That's a long time for those two.
Yes.
But I think we're going to get them again.
Unfortunately. Natalya defeated Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Lana, and Tamina in a fatal 5-way elimination number 1 contendership for the SmackDown Women's Championship matchup at SummerSlam in 11 minutes exactly. They fought for quite a while, and then Tamina boom, then Lana boom, and then Becky boom, and then Natalya and Charlotte, they fought off for a little while.
Yeah, but not long. But yeah.
Not very long, and then Natalya won, which... It's very interesting how the betting odds go because...
I'm starting to pay a lot of attention to those things.
You should, because I don't know how those people get all this information. Because
they missed,
Natalya,
I think they missed 2, but the rest of them they got right.
They got Natalya, which Natalya never wins
no.
like number 1 contenderships for title matches.
But she's on her way out. We know she's on her way out.
She's getting older.
Yeah. She's going to be on the trainer in the back and everything.
She'd be great down there in NXT. But I think they said... before the match started, when she came out there, that she's about to be tied with the most pay-per-view appearances for a female, right up there with Trish.
Wow.
So, which Trish has done, so obviously Natalya is about to beat that record.
Yeah.
So, she'll have the longest amount of pay-per-view appearances.
Which I know, they love the Hart, so, you know.
Why not?
Why not?
Even the bitter one, they like the bitter
Hart and Flares, yeah. If he wants to come back and plug something, they let him come on back and plug it. So.
That's true.
Up next, we had the United States Championship match, which lasted 17 minutes and 50 seconds. They got a lot of time. Didn't get the most time, but they got a lot of time there. As Kevin Owens defeated the new champion, AJ Styles, who didn't have the belt for about a couple of weeks. Yeah. So the belt went back. And then 2 days later...
I'm not a big fan.
And then 2 days later, the belt went back to AJ.
Not a big fan of hot potato.
They were questioning did Kevin Owens fail something? Why did he drop the title of Madison Square Gardens? And then
shock value.
Yeah, that's just shock value. It was the biggest, the greatest arena in the world. Want something different to happen.
But they kept saying during that match, I believe it was during that very match, that JBL was talking about how, what do you call it? Ric Flair has the most U.S. title reigns.
Yeah.
With like 6. Okay, so they're about to surpass his world title record. So why would you bring up the U.S. title record if that's not what they're doing? Mm-hmm. Because passing it back and forth, maybe Kevin Owens is about to get it. Because
that's 3-time champion.
Yeah.
And AJ now 2-time United States champion.
So it could be between the two of them.
I like how the outcome was. AJ had him in the crossface, and he flipped him back and pinned him. I mean, it works.
I would like to see Kevin Owens be somebody that actually,
But I was very surprised for switch back 2 days later.
Best friends would have records because Kevin Owens would have the most title wins for the U.S. Championship, beating Ric Flair's record, and Jericho would have the most title wins for the Intercontinental Championship. I think he's got like 9.
Yeah, he's got the most.
I don't think anybody's got near that. Maybe The Miz.
Yeah, The Miz is up to 6 or 7.
So he'll be the one to win that one.
Yeah, maybe.
More than likely.
Unless they just quit after this time. Say,
Like, Miz, get away from that title.
Yes.
Then we've got a flag match, which I don't know if y'all understand the rules. Used to be you just took the flag down.
Yeah, they had add a little bit to it.
But the thing I don't like about them adding to it is that when a flag touches the ground, it must be burned.
And they had to burn. I bet they, yeah.
I'm assuming maybe after the pay-per-view.
Yeah, they probably folded up, gave it to the Army people, and they...
Because I didn't hear any flack on the internet from the military, because you know they're sponsored with the military and stuff.
Yes.
Didn't hear a lot of flack, but they did drop both flags.
They probably knew it was going to happen. They knew it was going to happen.
Maybe they talked to them ahead of time and said, hey, is it okay if we do this, as long as we do the proper protocol? Because they did drop both flags on the ground a lot. But in the end, of course, John Cena beat Rusev in the flag match, 21 minutes and 10 seconds, but it was a really good match.
I know it's the flag. I understand that. But when you see other people who are protesting to stuff the flag, what they did to the flag, I don't feel. I know it is not a big deal.
Right.
Because it went down once or twice outside, and it went down about once in the ring.
Yep.
So it wasn't. No, they didn't. Nobody stepped on the flag. Nobody.
They stayed away from it when they
got punched. It went down.
Yeah.
I know.
They dropped it away from them. They didn't step on it. So I will say that.
Nothing like that. So, and John Cena's a big military dude. You know, if he had a problem with it, I probably would have just said, you know, once you take it out,
you're the one
done with. So.
Which is the traditional way.
Yeah, it used to be. Yeah.
But they brought a podium in, which, you know, the podium's all that was, there's still steps, like, with decoration.
And you know somebody's going off of it, of course.
Of course it's Rusev.
Yes. Up next, we had Sami Zayn, 50-50 booking here, folks.
50-50.
He lost on SmackDown Live that Tuesday, and come Sunday, he won his match back against Mike Kanellis.
So, it's a TNA guy and a Ring of Honor guy winning their losing their pay-per-view debut. They're bad him.
7:15.
I just scared you. But anyway, they're bad him.
Yeah, so he's buried now. They're done with Mike Kanellis is a done deal. He is done.
I wonder what kind of shirts they're going to get, because his gear has, like, the red lips all over it and stuff. I'm like, his shirts are going to be ridiculous looking.
Yeah.
So.
May have Maria's face on the back like his jacket does.
True.
Yeah, so.
His gear kind of reminds me of that of, like, Rick Rude.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
You know?
With the hearts, yeah, that'd be fine.
So. It's very interesting.
Something with power, love, and hearts.
But it's different. Who cares? Yeah. People are like, oh, he's getting buried. He's got his woman's last name. Who cares? It's not real.
Okay, I know.
It's still real to me.
Yeah, thank you. Cause,
come on.
Get over it, for God's sake.
It's a way to get heat. Y'all got upset about it, didn't you? It worked.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in your main event.
Yes, we had a prison. We had a legacy on the line, and we had a return.
Oh, gosh.
A giant return.
And you see they're keeping him away from the Big Show because they apparently had a backstage fight with him. Anyway, Jinder Mahal defeated Randy Orton to retain his WWE Championship. 27! Longest match of the night. In 40 seconds.
Which is pretty funny because with the Singh brothers being so skinny, they were able to fit through they could go through the squares.
Right. But they were trying to climb over it and stuff. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched the main event yet.
Oh, you did that, yeah.
I've watched everything else, but I fell asleep before the main event started, and I was like, I'll watch it later. But anyway,
so you may have to watch it twice in case you miss something, because you can't see.
Because you can't see it through the prison.
We're not saying anything about the cameraman being in there, but you may have trouble seeing.
I was about to say, wasn't there a cameraman inside the prison?
Yes.
Thank you. I thought so. But anyway, Jinder Mahal did retain because of the return of the Great Khali, who, thank goodness, did not go inside the prison. And somebody was like, his knees are shot. How did he get up there? He only went up like 2 rings. He was done.
Yeah, Randy was tall enough. He shook it. Randy did the flip over, which was good for Randy.
It was good. He held on.
He come down.
He come down low enough to where Great Khali only needed to go up like 2 rings.
Hold him.
He was done.
Jinder goes up a little bit. You get the shot, the picture shot. Do you want to have
of them two looking at each other? Yeah.
Have him looking, laughing, smiling at Randy being held, and he goes over, and
that's it. Yeah. So folks, I mean, they're booking him like a great heel. I'll tell you that much.
Can we go back to JBL and his cabinet?
Right.
Can we go back to Seth Rollins with Kane and J&J Security? It runs its course.
They didn't call it the corporation. What they call them?
I have no clue what they call them. But
Triple H and Stephanie. It was like the corporation, but they didn't call them corporation.
Oh, it's Stephanie and them. Yeah, it was the Authority.
Authority!
Yeah.
That's the name.
But,
I almost forgot.
But it happens, and if Khali's there, it's fine. Just Khali doesn't need to wrestle.
Never.
Khali needs to be the muscle, which I didn't like. He did, and which he could end up wrestling because he did hold the belt a lot away from Jinder. He held the belt up when Jinder was standing there.
No, he didn't.
He did. You wouldn't see that. Yes.
No.
He was holding the belt up as Jinder was doing this, and he was holding, and Khali was holding the title. So you're like, hey, my title. Then he gave the title to him, but.
I hope they're not trying to foreshadow. Oh, Khali's gonna come get the belt from you. No, don't ruin SmackDown.
No.
We don't want any more hashtag Fire Road Dogs, okay? Because apparently it's been happening lately.
Yeah.
It's like Fire Russo. Anyway, but yeah. So if he comes back as just a bodyguard and he holds the belt while Jinder talks and stuff, okay, who cares? Yeah. If he does the whole choppy to the head, he does a choke or something like that to help Jinder win, cool. If he doesn't show back up ever again, even cooler.
Yeah.
He just came in to protect the legacy of the Punjabi prison that he created, even though he's only in one of them.
And the Maharaja.
And the Maharaja. Yes. But yeah, I just want to watch for the Singh brothers' big bumps.
See,
That's all they ever do now.
Yeah, they do. One of them went through the table terribly. It's off from the cage, come on down. Kind of a Mick Foley thing, other than being thrown, But these are the same people here bitching and moaning about Jinder being champion that will bitch and moan if John Cena beats him and becomes 17-time world champion.
Of course.
So,
I need to pull
you can't have it both ways. You do need to pull it while I'm rambling here.
Please keep rambling. Yeah. Here we go.
But now we're going to talk about SummerSlam. We've got 4 matches already.
The biggest match of the summer. The writing is on the wall, it says.
And the people are wondering, why is AJ Styles not on the poster at all?
Oh, no, who cares?
He was the world champion last time and was put in the back, and this time he didn't even make it.
He's the U.S. champion.
Why are they burying AJ Styles? They're not burying AJ Styles. AJ Styles doesn't, he doesn't care about
He literally said, it's just a poster to sell tickets. Who cares?
Plus, if you listen to the man, he does his job.
Yeah.
If he has to get beat by John Cena or whoever, he does what he has to do. He knows his position in the company.
It's true. But let's talk about what's already official.
What's official is we have a Fatal 4-Way, which we knew that was coming a long
way
time ago.
If you can breathe through this situation.
Choked up about it. But we know it's going to be in the main event because it's Raw and it's Brock. But Brock would defend the Universal title against Roman Reigns, the big dog, Samoa Joe, who people really want to have the title.
Seems like it a lot.
And they really want Braun Strowman. So they got 2 people there they're pulling for here.
Yes, we're going to get a lot of boos for Roman and cheers for everybody else.
Yes, that is true. Anybody beating on Roman will get cheered.
Yes.
We have Naomi taking on Natalya. I think this will be Natalya's
last little run here.
Yeah, she may. Yeah, I think she may pick up the title. It would not surprise me. Have one little run with the title here, up to Survivor Series or something.
Wouldn't bother me.
No, but Naomi's defending against Natalya, which will be a good opponent for her.
Yes.
And for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yes.
The Raw Women's Championship is set. Alexa Bliss is taking on Bayley. Which
everybody said Bayley was done.
Which I do believe is going to lead into Bayley taking on a heel Sasha Banks.
Yes. Sasha is going to interfere in this match.
Alexa Bliss will walk in and walk out as Raw Women's Champion for a little. She's going to keep that for a while because she is 5 feet of fury.
Exactly.
She's
the goddess.
I love her as the Raw Women's Champion.
I loved her in SmackDown too.
Yes, but yeah, that's the way.
She is now the goddess of
Bayley.
the Raw Women's division.
Sasha will cost Bayley somehow. Yes. She may be at ringside and do something cost her by not meaning to cost her.
Of course not.
Yes. And of course, right now, which is set for this Tuesday, John Cena versus Nakamura, first time ever.
Dream match.
Main event on SmackDown Live. The winner will face Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship.
So 2 weeks in a row, we got big main events. What are they trying to pull here? Because the week before, we have a triple threat for the U.S. Championship with Kevin Owens, AJ Styles,
yes,
Chris Jericho. We got a title change.
Yes.
Now we got Nakamura taking on John Cena for the number one contendership. What will happen?
Will John Cena take on Nakamura and have a chance to be 17-time world champion? Or will Nakamura get his first shot at the WWE Championship? Ooh. And what does Baron Corbin, the Money in the Bank holder, fall? Where does he stand in this? Because him and Nakamura are having battles still, and John Cena is out there. Now, what I was talking about earlier,
Yes.
Read the little list off of what potentially could happen. What could potentially be signed.
That scared you again, didn't it?
He's very scary.
Yes. Potentially, they're talking about the Raw Tag Team titles.
Yes.
Sheamus and Cesaro defending against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Now, we have a little side note about this, but we'll talk about this at the end of the list.
Yes.
Other one is SmackDown Tag Team titles. A New Day and Usos getting their rematch clause.
I think you can check by that.
Absolutely. Kevin Owens, I actually like this one, taking on Shane McMahon.
Okay.
Because he's going to blame Shane McMahon for continuing to put him in these positions to lose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's mad at him.
Yes.
Okay. Intercontinental title match, The Miz versus Jason Jordan. We'll have a side note on that one in a minute.
Yes.
U.S. title match, AJ Styles taking on Chris Jericho. Now,
also a side note.
Side note on that one.
We'll come back to these and just read the list.
the Hardys versus Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson versus The Revival in a triple threat tag team match. Side note on that one. Finn Balor taking on Bray Wyatt. You could pretty much mark that one down.
I think we're going to have the Demon will make his appearance. It's been a long time.
It's been a while since we've seen all that.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt's and the
Eater of Worlds taking on the Demon. There you go.
Yeah, the Demon King.
The Demon King. There you go. Big Cass taking on Big Show. Mark it down.
Yes, and I would mark it down in the pre-show as well.
It needs to,
but it won't be.
But
it will not be.
Trying to push old Big Cass.
Yeah.
And then this will definitely be the pre-show because that's where it's always at. The Cruiserweight title match definitely looks like it's a triple threat with Neville taking on Tozawa and Daivari because Daivari did attack Neville in a matchup.
Yes.
Okay, so we can pretty much mark that one down. Mark down Big Cass, Big Show.
He did beat him.
He did beat him.
In a non-title match.
And Tozawa deserves another match too.
Yes.
And then he, of course, doesn't like Daivari either. So we can mark down the Cruiserweight title match.
Yes.
And we can already say that's pre-show.
Yeah.
Big Cass versus Big Show, mark it down.
Yeah. Won't be. Should be pre-show, won't be.
Finn Balor taking on Bray Wyatt, mark it down.
Yeah.
Okay. U.S. title match, AJ Styles versus Jericho.
Or John Cena.
Ooh.
They hinted this way back when AJ had it before he lost it.
Okay.
In the open challenges, you know.
Okay.
So, John Cena, if he doesn't win this Tuesday, could slip into that category there and it'd be AJ Styles versus Cena.
For the U.S. title.
For the United States title, which would make Nakamura taking on Jinder.
And here's the reason why there's a side note there, because they are saying that Jericho and the Great Khali both are not scheduled for any more events coming up for the WWE, like it was a one and done for both of them. So that would potentially work out for them.
Because if we get Cena, if I expect Baron Corbin, if Cena wins, it's because Baron Corbin distracts Nakamura.
Yes.
Which you have to add that match to the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Which would eliminate, yeah, it would mix some matches together. Because we said that Miz would not defend the Intercontinental title. It would be Miz and the Miz-Taraj taking on Seth, Dean, and Jason Jordan.
Yes. So it would not be a
six-man.
It would be a six-man because Seth and Dean have been involved with all three for the Miz-Taraj. So that would work, and you combine two matches together.
Right. Then you would add, I know they probably, well, it's WWE, they could do another Fatal 4-Way. You would add
had a whole
Hardy's.
pay-per-view called Fatal 4-Way, so they could do more.
Yes. You could add Hardy's, the
Gallows
club,
and Anderson,
the club,
and the Revival.
The Revival into against Sheamus and Cesaro, making a Fatal 4-Way.
Yes.
And if you got some more teams, hell, make it a damn freaking six-pack.
So far that would give you 1, 2, 3, 4 we already know about. That would give you 5 with the tag title, Raw. That would give you 6 with the SmackDown tag titles. That would give you 7 with Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. That would give you 8 with AJ Styles and Cena. That would give you 9 with the 6-man for the Miz-Taraj. That would give you 10 for Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt. That would give you 11 for Big Cass, Big Show. And that would give you 12 for the Cruiserweight title match. And then if you add in, if they were going to do Baron Corbin and Shinsuke Nakamura, you'd go back to your 13 that we already have here.
But you would take, see, John, they would have to add
put
somebody.
Put Cena back into the title match, and then you would put Jericho back into the U.S. title match.
Which they have time for that.
Yeah, they do.
But Jericho has, I mean, he don't have to literally be a heel. But I think if there was AJ and Jericho would come out as a heel in this match.
I mean, he could work as a heel, but the promos and stuff doesn't have to be that way.
No.
Because, I mean, he's going to get cheered right now anyway. But the thing is, with him coming back, you know, he got the triple threat match, but he doesn't feel like, you know, hey, I didn't get my just due. I didn't get a one-on-one title match for the U.S. title match.
Right.
And I should get one.
Which that's what they're also having this week. They have another one-on-one United States title match.
With
AJ.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
So, interesting. I hope they don't do the whole back and forth thing again.
No, I think whatever happens
will lead to Owens getting upset with Shane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, so that's 13, and we think the 3 will be on the pre-show.
I mean, Baron Corbin has the case. He can be left off the card.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be on the card because he could be backstage and get interviewed.
I don't see John Cena and I don't see Nakamura being left off the card.
No.
Randy Orton has nothing. Could Randy Orton be left off the card? He could be left off the card.
Yeah. Maybe maybe he went back to filming after the title match.
But other than that, I mean, that's a few things we see there. I mean, a lot more after this week. A lot more questions will be answered. I believe after this Monday, the 6th man will be named.
Yeah.
And they still have time to do it they can do it on Raw. You know, and me sitting up with that. I don't know how, like I said, they need to get on the ball who they're going to name the #1 contenders for the tag team titles.
Right.
So.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I could see all these matches happening. I mean, I like these.
Well, it's going to be 4 hours or more.
And I like the 6-man tag idea better because then that gives you what you were talking about earlier. Jason Jordan could get the pin for the team, and he pins The Miz, which leads to the Raw pay-per-view coming up after that, where he gets the title match, and then he wins the belt.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to have that at SummerSlam. He just came to Raw. He doesn't need the title match yet.
No. I do not like that be too soon.
Yes, way too soon. But yeah,
it is WWE, so, you know. Well, let's go with the next set of names. And your turn, sir.
My phone is freaking out.
The 33 through the 48.
Ooh. So we have Austin Aries, Oni Lorcan, Dalton Castle, Jay Lethal, Arya Daivari, Tyler Bate, Will Ospreay, Ciampa, Ricochet, Johnny Gargano, Roderick Strong, Alex Shelley, Scott Dawson, Mustafa Ali, Zack Sabre Jr., and Hideo Itami, and I'm liking him as a heel.
I do too. It's about time.
It really is. He needs something, because I mean, they're even bringing it up. They're like, Hideo Itami has
pretty much all their matches should be set.
They're even saying he's not. He hasn't come from Japan and come to the States. When he did, the fanfare was there, but clearly his success in Japan has not overturned into the U.S.
Right.
So he has had a bad run of luck with injuries and stuff, and it's kind of ruined his legacy, is what they're basically saying. Yeah. So it helps with that heel run. That, you know, my legacy was better in Japan, and now I'm being ruined here, and I hate every one of you. So
it works.
It really does.
Well, that is it for part 3. Coming to part 4, we're going to do another new tag team that failed miserably in the WWE. We're going to finish up our 64 superstars in our Cruiserweight tournament. We're going to do another most unlikely main event act in WWE history. Yes. And we're going to start off with the inside look at the Montreal Screwjob. They got some. I mean, they talked to a few people behind the scenes. Yes, we're going to get their point of view of what happened and why this happened, why that happened. You know.
Absolutely.
So come on back to part 4 of the list.
That does not miss.
I'm Mike Hogan,
and I am Justin Kyle,
and we'll see you in a few clicks.